Hold on, has it started? Let's have a look. Yeah, wait. Let's take 2. Right, hold on. Look at my budget, it's off.
Let's do this one.
Right. Hi, I'm Jules. Welcome. I'm at Herzlich Willkommen. This is my model's room. And these are the tools that I use. I go to Poundland and I buy cheap packs of tweezers. You get 4 for £1. You get like your spring-loaded ones, larger ones here, and I use them for spraying. And because what I can do is, if I want to spray a missile or something like this, I will put the launch rail on next to the missile, and I can put them on like that, and I can spray without actually touch. I can spray the whole missile, and then what I can do is I can put it over here. Follow here, and I can just hang it up over the edge like that, and you can see it hanging over like that. That's how I like paint my missiles, stuff like that. And they're also great if I want to paint figures, so you can hold them like that and paint, and again I can put them on the edge to dry like that. And like I said, you get 4 for £1. And over here is where I keep all my brushes, different types. Some are more expensive, the quality ones, modern ones, but I also get cheap brushes like this. You can get up to 5, 10, 15 from discount stores and Poundland, and they're not bad. And I use these for painting mud or heavy work like that, or cleaning stuff and filling them out. They're good brushes. Over here I keep my plastic bits of rod, tubing, metal ones, and down here to the left is where I keep all my plastic sheets, from the really thin ones like this to the thicker grade ones like that, which can be useful. This model here is a 35th Trumpeter SAM-6 guideline tank. I've done it as East German. I've not quite finished it yet, and as you can see, I've weathered it using the brown paint and pastel chalks. And there's some figures. I've got to put some trees and everything on yet at the back, but it's these two are just soldiers on a training exercise. But yeah, I've put the missiles on. So what I've done is I've weathered the tank, because it's like well used, but the missiles are new, so they're nice and clean, because obviously don't keep missiles on tanks for a long time. And over here I use bits of old sprue which I cut up. You can use these for stirring paints and stuff, or you can put them in an empty jar and put some liquid poly glue in and make your own putty, your filler. Now this is the main one I use, Humboldt liquid poly with the brush. I also use, I got this from a discount store, it cost me £1. You can get 3 viscosities, really runny, medium or thick super glues. I use them. This one you can't buy in England. It's a Tamiya extra thin cement, very very fine brush. And over here I keep my water and my thinners for cleaning my brushes. Now, oh, look at me budge, come to me. Right, back a bit, that's it. Now I use a website called FreeCycle. It's where if people have got something that they don't want anymore, rather than just put it in a landfill or throwing it away, they'll ask people, do you want it? So recently I've got this desk here, this large desk. I got that for nothing. I've got this desk here, which is a nice solid one. So this is my work area. I've got this tube up here. I've got this 5-foot fluorescent tube and starter, which gives me great. The light is fantastic when I'm working on models. Over here I keep my cotton buds. I've got some hooks just here because I use scissors quite a lot, so I keep some scissors there. That's me 40mm, oh that's me 18mm Tamiya masking tape. Oops, which always falls off. So put that there. Now up here is where I keep all my things like my spare solvents, but I have Humboldt Mascol, I I have my Microset and Microsol clear, it's a micro crystal clear. I have our putties and my fillers, spare glues. This one I keep some tools. This is a little battery operated drill, pliers, things like that. But I also use sweet jars, because this is a model I made some time ago. It's the Hobbycraft 72nd MiG-15 UTI. Yeah, Butch, hold us up. Look at the model. So what is it? I go to shops and say, "Can I have your empty sweet jars, please?" And they'll either say yes or no. But you say yeah, because they just have to throw them away. So at the minute, this is a MiG-15 UTI. Now, as I'm making the model and I want to airbrush it, I'll put this as the top, but I'll use it as the bottom, and when I put the kit on there like that, and I spray it, and then it needs to dry. So I'll carefully put the lid over, hey presto, and it let the paint dry, so no hairs and dust gets onto the paint. And then what I've done with this one is, when I've done it, you can see I've made it into like a runway parking area, and then I just pop that on. So that way it keeps all the dust and everything from building up on the model. So I'll just pop that back up there. And this is what I've been working on. This is a KP48 SU22. I'm just doing it out of the box build. You know, I've got tons of resin and etch, but it's going to be a DDR. And because I look at real photos, this is one I took in Cottbus in Germany. Lots of walk around photos. I can actually compare it to the photo like that. This is a MiG-17 32nd scale trumpeter I'm doing. I've had this built for 2 years, but until I got an airbrush to spray it, I didn't do it. There's some more metal 72nd quick build armour tanks. That's a Centaur until used for D-Day. That's the old Airfix duck, and there's that stuck in mud one. So what as you can see, I've got 2 desks here. One here with all my tools. I've got this desk over here with a bottle of beer out of the way. And I've got this for looking at reference images, which I took myself. Down here's a computer, shelves, blah blah. And under here I keep any projects. If I've got projects halfway through, it might be months before I come to them later, I put all the bits in one of these tubs from Poundland, either £1 each or 2 for £1, and I can stash them away. So often I do projects months later and I forget where I put the bits. Again, I just use these cheap containers from discount stores. There's a printer. There's a 32nd MiG-21. Right, your budget, you take hold of this. Right, now, stand back, bud. Oops, don't fall. Now here is where I keep all my paints, because I like to use enamels. Bad hair day. Enamels, acrylics, oil paints. So what I do is I keep all my Humboldt paints in these. I've got these shelving units, 2 or 3 for £1 from discount stores. They fit together. So I've got my first 1 to 20, 21 to 40, etc, etc. They're all my Humboldt paints. They're enamels. Now in these ones here I keep all my Tamiya, that's thinners, specialist ones, clear, and they're like my translucent colours. They're all my metal finished ones, like aluminium, steel, chrome, blah blah blah, metallics. They're all the high numbers. And here are my Citadel paints from Games Workshop. Somebody gave me these years ago, and they're very good. So these are my acrylics. These two are my Tamiya again, acrylics. This one is my Viello model colour ones. It's split into 3, so I've got my German stuff down here. These are my fleshes, my reds, my normal ones, and down this side is British and American ones. My white ensign paints, again German colours on the links. In the middle is the general ones, and the British and American here. Now I also use these sweet jars again. So I've got sweet jars higher up on the shelves, like these two here are my Revel paints. Back a bit. So this top one, as you can see, has, hold on, which way does it go in? Here, which way does it go? That way. So the top one has my enamel paints in, and the bottom one has the acrylics. Again, I use water, these sweet jars, because they're handy, fit on a shelf. Now these are good. Look at me, Budgie. Look at me. You can go to discount stores, Poundland, and they have lots of kids paints, the water-based ones, which are really good. So here they are. You get packs of these for £1 or whatever. You get lots of nice colours. You get your reds and your yellows, but you also get stuff like burnt umber and your fancy colours. Now, sap green. Now with these, I can use for painting buildings, or if I want to make some mud and grass vignettes or dioramas. They're really cheap, so I can splash them, mix them together, and get my muddy colours and stuff like that. And at that price, you can't argue. And it's the same. I've got my oil-based ones here. I also use these cardboard boxes for things, little drawer units, put together yourself from discount stores, which is good. And look at me, bud. Now I have lots of aftermarket decal sheets, so I keep them in folders, like down here. These are my folders. Like that one says World War II decals. These are all my. Let's just open that one. That's where I keep some etch sets, aftermarket etch sets, decal sheets. Now up this one, because I'm into my MiGs or my Eastern Europe aircraft. This is like, I keep all my European ones. These are ones part cut off used box decal sheets, but I also got aftermarket ones. Now I'm into my MiGs, so this is a folder that's mainly for MiGs. So I've got lots of MiGs. Okay, there's the Mi-8. But when you go to these like MiGs, these are high decal sheets. MiGs, as you can see, I like East German ones and decal sheets. Again, I use reference images that I've taken myself or from books. What else is it? Oh yeah, this is my airbrush. It's only a cheap £16 airbrush. I'm only getting used to it. There's a compressor down there. That's that. But I also use. Right, look at me, budge. From electrical stores, I use these little bulldog clips, 10-15 pence each. They come in handy. You can never have too many of them. And over here, some of these are the cheap pound ones. These come in handy. They're the more expensive quality ones for clamping fuselages and wing pieces together. bulldog clips, big clips. So always keep a few of them handy. Right, back up there, bud. Let's put my kits. Oops, that's the ashtray going all over the floor. Now, these are some of my larger kits. These are my. There, I've got some nice MIGs there. And up here are my larger kits. 32nd MiG-19 48th kits, my big 24th Airfix ones. And these are my second World War 22nd stuff. I like them Armour Fast quick build ones, where I usually add super detail to them. Für you, Tommy, die war is over. Ja, schnell raus, raus. What is your name? There's some of the new Airfix buildings. They're pretty good. Reference magazines. Now these are my 72nd aircraft ones. My Eschi Phantoms. I like Intruders and Prowlers, they're Lightnings, and I like my MiGs, so these are my MiG-21s. Oh, hang on, bud, get out of that. I'm gagging. My, ow, cheers, bud. That's my SU-17s and 22s. And up here is 72nd Armour, German, Opel Blitzers, right over to the Revel ones, just down a bit. Now I also like Harriers, so these are my 72nd Harriers. That's the best 72nd one, the Esche Sea Harrier FOS one, brought out again by Italiere, a couple of Airfix FA2s, Esche GR3 the best. That is nowhere near as good as that one, but still not a bad build. And up there is my more modern 72nd, just there. 48th World War II, 35th World War II, Hubschraubers. I'm looking at all my Hubschraubers. I haven't got many World War II aircraft, but that's a few I've got. And here, so I can be up here for hours, is my fridge with soft drinks and beer for over 18s only. Hey bud, you've only got 4 beers left. Is that? Yeah, I'll get some more in a bit. Oops. That's Budgie the Cameron sound man. Now these are my aircraft kit, car kits. There's about 100 here, but I used to have well over 1,000. But this whole collection is a 10th at least of what I used to have. But having girlfriends in Germany and overseas cost me a fortune to drive over, fly over. So I've got a thing for American police cars. As you can see, this is the same kit in different boxes. TJ Hooker at the top, Lindbergh, and then I've got my muscle cars over here. There's my SUVs and pickups, mainly to do with police ones. And over here is my collection of books. Not in perfect sequence, but if I wanted a certain aircraft, I can find out within a minute or two where they are. Like, oh, these are all my police. emergency vehicles over there. So, as you can see from over here, the desk here, nice office chair, which I got from Freecycle the other week. It's pretty good. Storage units, shelving, loads of stuff. I keep my bits and bobs in plastic tubs, racks of paints. Over there. Yeah, Budge, take that again. And just get past over there. Sit, Budge. Thank you. Right, focus on me then, Budge. This is a product I use. It's called Clear. It's actually floor polish for your kitchen, but I've never used it for that. I use it for making canopies like this, nice and clear. I just brush it on. I did that the other day, so it's nice and shiny. It stops paint from and glue from fogging it, and it helps keep the dust off, makes it a bit more shinier. So I use that. Oh yeah, I used to use a paint for primer. I used to use a Halford's car paint in a spray can. It was really good as a primer, but then people started talking about high coat. So I tried it. I've run out of the grey one, which is really good, so I've got this white one left. Now it's well less than half the price of your kind of Halford's car primer, but this is really good. Trouble is I can't find it local, so I have to buy it off eBay. So that doubles the cost in postage, but if you buy quite a few, it works out a lot cheaper. And like, as I said, I use boxes for storage to get the dust off. And like, if you look down here, this is one I made the other week. It's a bit broke off. That's the Revel 72nd MI8, again based on photos that I took myself in East Germany in Cottbus. So I keep it, when I built something, I'll keep it stored out of the way, dust off. Now these I use from Poundland and discount stores, craft knives. They're a bit dusty. Misfix It precision knife set. You can see it's nice and pink, but I don't like the description. Misfix It is a range of tools especially for the female DIY enthusiast and for the totally modern woman. After all, who needs men? Well, women need men. So, but yeah, as you can see, this is my model's room. Can't wait to finish that one. I use basic stuff, like I said. I go to Poundland discount stores. Well, look at me, bud. I get my cheap paints, tweezers, wood glue, filler. If you go, it might be cheap in Tackett, but there's lots of useful stuff. So you can buy expensive stuff from your hobby shop, like your paint, or you can get stuff off Freecycle. Always ask on there. And your cheap throwaway tools. I mean, I've got a few packs of these, and they come in handy, 4 for £1, which I use all the time. So even things like clothes pegs, they come in handy. Right, I think they were about 28p. That's one I did recently. The first one ever in 72nd scale airbrush. It's a bit dusty now. I was practicing using an airbrush. It's not bad. Like I said, it's my first ever one. Over here I always keep some glasses handy when I'm using my power tools. Oh, this is what Bobby from the States sent me the other week. Helmet and goggles, nice leather. Thanks, Bobby. So oh, yeah, I use power tools, things like that. And over here, as you can see, not bad. Hang that back up there. But yeah, this is pretty tidy for me. But yeah, a couple of desks, really good lighting. As you can see, lighting is the main thing. You can see better, not hurt your eyes. Brushes all over there. Paints, thinners and glues there, bits and bobs, basic tools, crocodile clips, sanding brushes. I like to use these, even though this one's been used for years. That's really good for sanding. And it's always good to have a computer hand where you can use reference images. You can't beat the actual aircraft or real photos. You can use Google, interweb, whatever you want. So I think that's it. Do you want to say bye bye, Budgie?
Bye.
Right, hold it to me, I'll say bye bye. Okay, so thank you for looking at my models room with my aircraft and my models. I'm Jules. I'll say Auf Wiedersehen. Auf Wiedersehen. That's it, Budgie, turn it off then. That's to do it.
I'll be